Hi, boys and girls. Are you ready to have some math fun today? We're going to read a problem together about some kids who were walking laps around a track. Now, let's talk about the word laps and track. What do you see in the picture? That's right. They are going around in a circle. It's not showing the whole thing, but it's when you continually go around and around. And a lot of times at high schools, they have a track and it goes around. They have one at our high school, and a lot of times the high school players play football in the middle, and then on the outside they use it to run, and we have a track team that runs on it, and lots of boys and girls and parents can also walk that to get exercise. So that's kind of what's going on. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about that for a minute, about what a track was and what laps were. Okay, so we're going to try to solve this problem today. So now that we know what laps and a track are, let's read the problem together. And as we're reading it, I want you to get a picture in your mind of what's going on. Amy walked 4 laps around a track. Aaron walked 2 more laps than Amy. How many laps did Aaron walk? So what's happening in this problem? That's right, some girls are walking laps. Or the girls that are walking are Aaron and Amy. They're walking around a track. Did one of them walk further than the other? Who? Amy walked further. How do you know that? That's right. Amy walked more laps because Amy walked 4 laps and Aaron walked 2 laps. So we know that Aaron walked more laps than Amy. Okay, so let's talk about the numbers. So Amy walked 4 laps and Aaron walked 2 laps. Let's look at a graphic organizer to help us solve this problem. We're going to compare the laps that they ran around the track. Are you ready? Let's label our graphic organizer here. And let's say that this one is going to represent the laps that Amy walked. Now, let's say that this one is going to represent the laps that Aaron walked. Okay, now let's use these Unifix cubes here to help us, and these can represent the number of laps. Are you ready? How many blocks should we bring over for Amy? That's right, 4, because Amy walked 4 laps. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we didn't have blocks, we could also color those in. What do we know about Aaron? we know that Aaron walked 2 more laps than Amy. So how many should we put in for Amy? Let's look and see what it would be if they were the same. How many would I put over if it were the same number of laps? That's right, 4. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we know that Aaron walked 2 more laps than Amy. So let's give her 2 more laps. Why did we give Aaron 4 and then 2 more? Because we know that Aaron walked 2 more laps than Amy. So we know that she walked the same amount first and then walked 2 more laps than Amy. So how far did Aaron walk? So we know she walked these 4, 5, 6. How could we show this problem as an equation? So we're going to look and see how we can show this as an equation. So we know that we had the 4 laps that Amy walked. And we know that Aaron walked 2 more laps than Amy. And then what we were trying to find out were how many laps did Aaron walk. So we knew we didn't know how many laps Aaron walked. And we knew that she walked 2 more laps than Amy. So we could take away the 2, but we do know that Amy walked 4 laps. So we know the 4 laps that Amy walked plus the 2 more laps that Aaron walked than Amy, that Aaron walked a total of 6 laps. And so we also know that if we had total of the 6 laps that Aaron walked and we subtracted the 2 more laps that she walked than Amy, that it would equal 4, which is the total amount of laps that Amy walked. So we could represent that 2 different ways. Let's practice another one. So let's look here at this next problem. Felipe has some ornaments. Isabel has some more ornaments than Felipe. How many ornaments does Isabel have? What's going on in this problem? First, let's talk about ornaments. What do you do with them? That's right, you decorate a tree with them. And that's what Felipe and Isabel are doing. So, Felipe has some ornaments, but Isabel has some more ornaments than Felipe. So who has more ornaments? That's right. Isabel, we know, has more ornaments than Felipe. How do we know that? Because it told us she had some more. So let's read it with the numbers. Felipe has 6 ornaments. Isabel has 2 more ornaments than Felipe. How many ornaments does Isabel have? Let's go to our graphic organizer. So here we are at our graphic organizer, and we are going to use this again to help us represent the thinking here. So Felipe has 6 ornaments. Can we use this one and label it Felipe? So, what do we know about Felipe? We know that he has 6 ornaments. Can we use our Unifix cubes to represent his 6 ornaments? Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. We know that Felipe has 6 ornaments. So now, let's represent Isabel and label. Labeling makes us remember our mathematical thinking, doesn't it? And helps keep us organized. So we know that Isabel has 2 more ornaments than Felipe. So let's give her the same amount as Felipe. How many would she need to have the same amount? That's right, 6. Count with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, it said that Isabel has 2 more ornaments than Felipe. So how many more do we need to give to Isabel? That's right, 2 more. Because it told us that Isabel had 2 more than Felipe. So at 6, we had the same amount. And if we added 2 more, we know that she has 2 more than Felipe. So what is it asking us? It's asking how many ornaments does Isabel have? So what are you thinking? We know that Felipe had 6 ornaments, and then it told us that she had 2 more. So if we had 6 and we added 2 more, how many ornaments does Isabel have? Do we have to start all over and count? No, we can start at the 6. We know that this is 6 because it's the same amount, and add 2 more. So 6, 7, 8. So we know that she had 8 ornaments. So if another way to think about it, we did not know how many Isabel had, but if we took away the 2 more that she had than Felipe, And she's left with the 6 that Felipe had. How many did she have to have? That's right, 8. So we know if 8, and we took away the 2 more that she had than Felipe, then we're left with 6, which is the same amount that Felipe had. Great job today, boys and girls, thinking about how many more